Today is Tuesday, August the 17th, 2010, day 120 of the BP oil spill. My name is Amy X and this is Radio Free, KeyWest.com's daily news. Topping today's headlines. Horror stories continue to emerge from the Gulf of Mexico, where Panhandle towns, such as Wharton Beach, Florida, have found oil buried over more than 1 foot below the surface of their sandy beaches. These stories have been confirmed by federal watchdogs, the Environmental Protection Agency. This comes amid reports from researchers from the University of South Florida today that the presence of oil has been confirmed in DeSoto Canyon, an undersea canyon just off the Florida Panhandle. This confirms that the oil is still shifting and pushing further east. The canyon is a critical part of the spawning grounds for much of the Gulf's commercial fishing. To date, this is the easternmost location for the occurrence of subsurface oils. Gays and lesbians, who are planning their nuptials later this week, will have to keep their pants on for the meanwhile, as a federal appeals court in San Francisco has once again blocked same-sex marriage in the left coast state. All of this as questions over the constitutionality of the law lingers on. The order from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals last week had laid the way for same-sex marriages to resume. It seems that this case will ultimately find its way to the United States Supreme Court. Radio Free, KeyWest.com is an ardent supporter of equal rights for all Americans. Same-sex couples can legally wed in Massachusetts, Iowa, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire and Washington, D.C. According to the New York Times, the United States is about to announce major reforms concerning travel restrictions to Cuba. Groups such as universities, sports teams, museums and chambers of commerce are all on the list of relaxed travel laws expected to be unveiled in mid-September of this year. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's Internet Crimes Unit has shut down a Tampa man's illegal online seafood business. The virtual fish food shack was operating from an eBay account. After looking into his online activity, investigators found he was selling protected freshwater game fish, mussels and oysters, said Colonel Jim Brown, director of the FWC's Division of Law Enforcement. He had no licenses to sell freshwater or saltwater products. The man had offered over 47 pages of seafood items in his eBay store. A Duval Street attack on 2 men on the 800 block in Key West raises questions when it is revealed that the attacker and his victims are all from the same Florida city of Olviedo. Key West police arrested Corey Nathan Gankos, an 18-year-old man wielding a chain and hurling homophobic epitaphs before assaulting 2 men from his hometown in the early hours of Saturday outside the 801 Bourbon pub. The victims appear to be tied to ministry activities in the Orlando, Florida area. This is Amy X for Key West After Dark. Bobby Lee Rodgers returns to the Green Parrot this Thursday and Friday. Experience the magic of Frank Everhart every night at Schooner Wharf from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Chaz Blakemore and the Moonshine Outlaws continue their summer 2010 residency at Cowboy Bills throughout August. The Alamo features Chris Cook on Thursday and Saturday and the Unsinkable Soundsystem on Friday the 20th. The Tampa Bay Rays woke up this morning tied for first place in the American League East with the New York Yankees. The Boston Red Sox remain 5½ games behind. The polls are open, so vote early and often. Skies are clear over Key West. This is Amy X casting off.